Deprived of her childhood, pitted and compared to her idol, record labels passing on signing her. Country music star Gabby Barrett's stunning transformation will have you rethinking what you thought about her. Keep watching for all the details. Barrett is one of 8 children, but her parents still found the time and energy to help her chase her art at an early age. While speaking with E! News in March 2022, the singer shared that while her family wasn't well off, her parents did what they could to encourage her to follow her larger-than-life dreams. She explained, "I had very supportive parents growing up. My dad was very supportive, very involved with all of my stuff for a long time coming up.
I really want to pay my dad back for everything he's done for me."
When the singer-songwriter competed on ABC's American Idol in 2018, her dad sang his daughter's praises in an interview with Tribe Live, saying, "Gabby doesn't have 1 ounce of nerves because she loves to perform in front of crowds. Gabby is also close to her siblings and occasionally posts throwback photos of her family, including a birthday post in 2020 for her brother and another post wishing her mom a happy Mother's Day." Barrett started singing and performing when she was still in elementary school. According to The Boot, she told reporters in 2020 that the start of her music career can be traced back to the moment her dad suggested she get involved with a local gospel choir. As a youngster, she also performed at local grocery stores on a regular basis. Barrett told The Tennessean that her soulful country rock sound comes from her parents' musical influences. While she's a fan of many genres, country ultimately became her favorite. She explained, "There's something about country music that just captures you in a different way than any other genre." Throughout her time performing at local grocery stores and restaurants, Barrett's dad served as her manager, and both were intent on seeing her music career come to pass. She shared, "Me and my dad discussed from an early age that this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this and make something from it."
It's been a long, hard road to get here, but we really appreciate it.
Barrett didn't necessarily do the things other kids her age were doing, like sneaking out of the house or partying. When speaking to Taste of Country, the star shared how she sacrificed her teen years for music. She said, "I didn't have the normal childhood, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I was always singing or always doing shows." Barrett's years playing gigs as a kid paid off when one of her shows caught the ear of an American Idol producer, according to Women's Wear Daily. She said of her experience on the show, "I learned a lot. It was very challenging in areas I wasn't expecting. You watch the show and you see people performing on the stage and you think, that's easy. I can go and sing a cover song because that's all I've done for the past 6 years." While she didn't win the whole show, she did walk away with the invaluable experience that comes with playing on national TV week after week and receiving feedback from some of the biggest names in music. During her Idol audition, Barrett shared that she grew up watching the singing competition and that she looked up to a certain superstar Idol alum.
Carrie Underwood's my idol. I love her. She's beautiful, and I'm very excited to be here.
Barrett told People magazine in 2020 that she's totally cool with her name being linked to Underwood's, but she understands how important it is not to pigeonhole herself. When the Before He Cheats singer acted as her mentor on Idol, she encouraged Barrett to never lose sight of what sets her apart from others. Barrett recalled, "When I actually talked to her about how people compare me to her on American Idol, she said, 'You know what? You have blonde hair, I have blonde hair. You have a big voice in country music, and so do I. But clearly there's a difference between me and you. Our voices don't sound the same.'" Barrett would not only find national fame on season 16 of American Idol in 2018, but a future husband as well. She ultimately won big in the love department with fellow contestant and country singer Cade Foehner.
Was there an image of someone drifting through your head as you were singing that?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Barrett told Pop Culture in 2019, "We met around top 24, top 40. I was like, I like him. I like him a lot." So she made the first move and figured out a way to get some one-on-one time with him. She revealed, "I wanted to make a video with him of us singing together. I didn't think he liked me at first, but then he texted me and I was like, oh, I see what's going on here. So it was a mutual thing, but I went after him first." Barrett stood out on American Idol in 2018, but it wasn't an easy transition into superstardom. As she told The Boot in 2020, "A lot of people assume that after the show, you're set, and that's not the case at all. You go back to almost square one." For Barrett, square one meant rejection. Following Idol, several Nashville labels passed on signing her, and while it was a tough pill to swallow, Barrett understood why. She explained, "Idol is a platform that you come off of singing cover songs. Labels and people didn't know if I could write original music or anything." However, Barrett persevered and self-released her crossover hit I Hope in 2019, after meeting up with John Knight and Zach Hale, songwriters behind some of country's biggest hits, and co-writing the tune together. When speaking to Billboard in 2020, she said she was grateful to her Idol fans who stuck by her, especially when her song came out, which is when she finally got the attention of record labels. Barrett and Foehner got engaged in March 2019 in Los Angeles, at a pretty significant location. She told People Mag that Foehner popped the question in a hotel room from their American Idol days. 1 year after meeting as contestants on season 16 of Idol in 2018, Barrett and Foehner tied the knot in front of 100 guests in a ceremony in Texas. The duo wrote their vows and added touches of personal memorabilia throughout the reception, including framed photos on tables of the couple singing on stage. She told the publication, "We thought, what's the point in waiting years and years if we already know we're going to be committed to each other forever? So may forever start now." Barrett was only 19 when she wed Foehner, who was 23. Some may say that's young, but as Barrett told Taste of Country in 2020, she has relatives who got hitched when they were as young as 13 years old, and it worked out. Barrett didn't waste any time starting a family of her own. Following her 2019 wedding in Texas, the country singer announced to People in 2020 that she was expecting. She told the outlet, "The Lord has blessed us with a little one, and we're really excited to finally be able to share the news with everybody and just have a big old family celebration about it." The couple spoke about having kids after their wedding, but COVID-19 fast-tracked things. They started trying for a baby right at the start of the pandemic. Barrett explained, "There was this huge amount of time of getting to think and rethink what life was going to be about." 1 year later, Barrett shared the news on social media that their daughter, Bayla Mae Foehner, had arrived. While Barrett has shared many of her pregnancy and newborn mom adventures with fans on the social media platform, she hasn't shown Bayla's face. She explained to her fans on Instagram that she does this to protect her privacy. Barrett may be a country music star, but she's still that same girl from Pennsylvania. During a press conference in late 2020, Barrett told several news outlets, including Sounds Like Nashville, that she almost can't believe how things have worked out for her personally and professionally. She said, "It's just been a very big year for me that I've been very humbled by. It's just crazy because since I was 11 and I would work really hard every single year, I never got things handed to me easily. So to see all of these things happening this year, it's just like I'm spinning on my head." For Barrett, 2020 was not only the year she found out she was expecting her first child, but the year her music career skyrocketed. Her debut hit single I Hope went 3 times platinum, and The Good Ones was certified gold. As a result, Barrett was part of the Recording Industry Association of America class of 2020. Balancing work and motherhood isn't easy, but Barrett has taken it in stride. What's more, she has developed even more respect for her parents on her journey as a new mom. While speaking to E! News in 2022 during the Billboard Women in Music Awards, she said her first year of motherhood came with its challenges and rewards. Barrett told the outlet, "What I've learned about myself is probably to be more grateful to my parents for what they have done for me. It takes a lot to be a parent. It takes a lot to be a mother trying to balance another job." The country star also told the outlet that now that she has a little one of her own, she hopes to follow in her parents' footsteps and be as supportive a mom as possible. Barrett's parents helped point her toward a successful career, and clearly, it worked out for her. At the Billboard Women in Music Awards ceremony, Barrett was given the 2022 Rising Star Award. In her acceptance speech, she said, "I heard a lot of no's, and it seemed like every door that I knocked on remained closed for a long time. But by the graciousness of God, I am here today, and I continue to work hard and persevere." Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.